get this thing going here. Got my little cover there all formed out and ready to weld on after I get my little stud nut assembly going. These are just some basic old axle nuts that I cut up, or the axles themselves I cut up and use for just kind of an all thread, some old bicycle axle nuts, front wheel nuts. So these are, I believe, 5/16 by 26 thread bolts. Probably would have been easier just to go buy some bolts and tack them in there, but you know, had them on hand, so just get rid of some clutter and got the tops welded on, and came out pretty nice. Kind of ground it down there to keep it smooth and keep you from smacking into something, but also because I had to weld some stuff on top still, so I wanted it nice and smooth there. Studs sticking out the bottom and ready for the wheels to be bolted on. And got the two frames, top and lower, laid out, and got one beam there to kind of hold it together to start off with, one of the first upright. But it was really easy to get this thing square on my little welding table. Just line everything up and tack it up and go from there. So at this point, just working in some of the beams, and it may not look too much like it, but this thing required a ton of welding. Kind of really took a really long time. It's definitely some good welding practice, that's for sure, and definitely enjoyable to do with the problem solving and everything. But this is the back brace where the tank is going to rest. Lower brace where I'm going to have some little uprights welded to it. And welding away, finishing off a few welds on the frame. Which, like I say, there's lots of them. Started getting into some of these 90s kind of a little walking the cup action, and just wire brushing the paint off the little uprights, and had a good flow going Saturday morning, ready to get a lot of welding done. And come to find out, I just have a little tiny touch of argon left, so yeah, at this point after that it's just all tacking. So until I get some more argon, that's had to focus on doing some other things other than welding, which is fine. There's plenty left to do. But the little red line like fork leg dropout thing, I've kind of changed the design on this, made them a lot shorter. I just couldn't, I don't know, the way they were sticking out before, it was just a little too much, so changed again a couple times, and then this was kind of the final way that I had come up with, and I think it worked out pretty good. It looks pretty slick. Getting all the pieces tacked up here, and plenty sturdy to mock up the bottle and see how it goes, but that's where it's sitting as of right now. Cheap Harbor Freight magnets. I think those were the first things I ever bought at Harbor Freight, and I don't know, it seems like I'm buying more and more things there lately. Yeah, so that's what it looks like. I don't know, I think it looks pretty cool. Seems pretty functional once you got the bottle strapped up in there. It's nice and secure, and it's got a unique look to it. bend some diamond plate, and you know, bought a big sheet, 2 foot by 4 foot sheet, so just cutting it in half, and so I got basically a 2 foot by 2 foot, and I'm going to bend 2 sides about a 1 inch 90 on each side there to fit in the side of the frame there. So bought this little sheet metal brake from Harbor Freight. It's a little 30-inch sheet metal brake, and I'll do a little review on this, so it'll probably be posted up. I'm end up adding a link to it, but yeah, it was I was pretty maxed out as far as the thickness and length of what I was trying to bend, and it was a little bit of a struggle, but got it done. Lifted my table off the ground there, so it's, you know, well over 150 pounds of force. I think that table weighs about 200 pounds. But yeah, came out pretty sweet.
Got my piece formed out, and this is where I'm at right now. Basically, I got my wheels on, just kind of mocked up the height and stuff. I'm gonna have to notch the holes out there, and got some spots lined up where I'm gonna actually just drill, and I'm just gonna rivet these in place, and I think that should look pretty clean. This 16 gauge aluminum is pretty thin, but with these two 90 degrees, it's definitely it's pretty rigid now. So I guess get that going, and you know, just got a few more things. Got the bottle mounts tacked up, so as soon as I get some argon, I'll get that all finished, welded up, and get my handle put on the front, get a few more holes and such drilled, and then I think we're going to be ready to, I guess I got to mount the rear wheels. But should be pretty straightforward. But yeah, it's going to, I guess, do it for part 4. Didn't really intend for this to go so long-winded, and this thing just keeps changing, and almost seems like it's getting a little over the top at this point, but I think it's gonna look pretty slick when it's done. So yeah, thanks for watching.